All set for the next match. It's the Starry Smashers and we've got the Teramor Titans slugging it out. Puneet Agarwal and Shraddha Katyal of the Starry Smashers who are in their black stockings while Nihal and Farha in their dark blue stockings representing the Titans. 1-0 for the Smashers. And going to be an interesting contest because both these players have tasted wins in the past year. They've done well to go ahead and get their victories under their belt. 2-0 for the Smashers. Farha and Nihal versus Puneet and Shraddha. Go straight out. Shraddha packed a punch. She packed some power in it. Sent the ball out. That gives first points on the board for Nihal and Farha. The net helps. Net gets that help. Ball lands in the kitchen. Puneet tries to go ahead and place it properly. Does not get that placement. Sends the ball out. It's 2-2 here. This time Farha sends the ball out of the baseline. Goes long. That is what pickleball is all about. You pack a little more punch, the ball goes out. You don't play well, the ball hits the net. Excellent use of net play, excellent use of the kitchen from both the teams here. But in the end, the point is for the Titans. Teramor Titans are on top of that leaderboard here. They've done pretty well in the Challenger Cup 1 and Challenger Cup 2. And out here, they have that slender 1-point lead, but the service is with Puneet. In fact, Puneet did shout you, but Shraddha wasn't really ready to take that, and in the end, it was Puneet himself who took that and continued the rally. Three all for the Smashers. This time Farha does not negate that spin, does not play that properly and goes on to the net. For 3.
I'm not used to this, so you might have to help me with it. You'll be parallel with me.
5-3 at this point for the Smashers. Shraddha is ready to serve. And in the commentary box, I've got Shantanu of Keerthi Warriors here with me. Welcome to the commentary box,
Thank
Shantanu.
you.
How is it looking at this Challenger Cup? You know, you've seen these challengers gunning to become champions. We've seen matches, one-sided matches. We've seen matches that have gone down to the wire. How's it?
It doesn't look as easy from the commentary box like what we look at. It's pretty hard to play under pressure. Even the best players who have the game can actually choke. So like we've already seen the first match where they were like, I think Team Mavericks played against Titans.
Absolutely, they had about a 7-8 point lead.
Yeah, and then they had 8-point lead, and they choked, and it came down to like matter of 2-3 points, and they lost. So I think it's all about pressure, and whoever handles pressure and can just keep the ball in the court have a better chance to win.
You have one big name in Saina Nehwal in your ranks as
That's correct.
the co-owner. What aura does she bring to the team, and how is it having such a huge name? Mentoring or monitoring or being there with you guys.
The moment you take her name itself, it's a big, like we would like to add goosebumps because it's an inspiration. Like one woman from all of 100 billion people, like let's say even there's 40 billion women in the country. There's one woman world champion. She's been crowned world champion. So that's like the rare thing that can ever happen. So and imagine her like putting all her effort. Everybody knows she's a world champion, but when we got a chance, now I don't know if everybody gets a chance, but when we got a chance to sit down with her, she told us how hard it was for her in her childhood, what all sacrifices she had to make to get to that level. So it isn't as easy or like it's not bed of roses like it looks like. She put a lot of. I think she must have lost a little soul putting every part of her into this game, and I think having her itself is a big inspiration. And she's going to be there for practice sessions and all of that, and I think it's going to really help us like with the mentality and championship mentality is what matters a lot. Anybody can play the game, but having a championship mentality and not to choke at the end, that's what matters the most.
Absolutely.
And she brings that to the table, man.
Absolutely. She was the one who started that badminton Olympic medal rush for India for winning that bronze medal at the London 2012 Olympics. But as we speak, it is Puneet Agarwal and Shraddha Katyal who are at 8 points with Nihal and Farha trailing at 3. It is 3-8. Nihal and Farha have a lot of job on their hands to do. They need some shots like these to go ahead and put pressure on Puneet and Shraddha. But Farha sends the ball long, way out of the baseline here. And Shantanu, but tell me, if you obviously you and the players, everybody, you've sat down with her and all that. What is that one thing that you love about Saina Nehwal?
Like I said earlier, her championship mentality. So like we had I'll give you an example. We had a logo launch, and she just came into the court. We didn't even have a conference. She just ran into the court. So her mentality of getting into the court, like go and play, and when she entered the court, her mentality was just to win. She just got into that. So it was pickleball, badminton, it didn't matter to her. As soon as the racket was in her hand, her mentality was to win. And
absolutely. Once a player is always a player.
So once a champion, world champion, I would say, not even a player. That's so as soon as she entered, she was like into it. She's like she loved the game, and she was moving quickly, and we were like, wow, are we getting another competitor from Telangana or what?
That's lovely. I mean, and it's good, to have those kind of people who've played the sport at the highest level, who've played the sport, day in and day out. To have someone like that in your ranks and to guide you talks a lot. Meanwhile, the scoreboard reads 5-9. Farha and Nihal have a huge task on their hands. Puneet gets to that smash. Shraddha stand and deliver is what she's doing at this point. Good use of the kitchen. Cross-court shots that have been dished out. Well taken by Nihal is what we thought, but it was excellently placed by Shraddha Katyal. Nihal with the serve. Now, it is that second serve for the team. The Smashers need that serve back, win those 2 points and run away with the game, and that's what they're looking at. They've got their serve back. Farha could not return that. The ball was dipping on her very quickly, and in the end she could not get that elevation. Shraddha, 9-5. Do we see an upset here, Shantanu?
I guess because I think they kind of look, their mentality of morale has gone down. I think they still have a chance. They've win a lot of games. They're never over until they're over.
Absolutely.
They need to put on some warrior spirit and they have to fight. That's the only way to win this.
1 point is what we're looking at.
They need one break. They need one break. They're going to get their service back.
Match point. 10-5. Puneet on serve. And
there you go.
The net there. giving them that reprieve.
So this is it.
Service with the Titans. What can they do here? Second serve here. Farha with the serve. But just first serve, it goes out. Cross court serve goes out. But this is the second serve here.
Still have a chance.
6-10. Still have the chance. Puneet wants the serve. It's 10-5 only. That's what Puneet says. So it's 10-5 because the ball is gone out. They've lost both their serves. Match point here. Shraddha finds the net.
Like I said, it's never over until it's over. So
Absolutely.
one serve to
Shantanu.
break and then they get another opportunity. Let's see if they can pull it off.
Shraddha with the serve. Farha on the return. Chance and done.
That took the net. And hard luck.
Hard luck, but in the end it is Terry Smashers who found their way smashing into this contest at 11-5. They've reigned supreme here in this contest. And thank you, Shantanu,
Thank
for
you.
your valuable insights.
Thank you.